Hello students, I welcome you all to my YouTube channel, that's Akifa's Commerce Classes. So in today's session, we'll learn about accounting equations. Okay, so this is for standard 11th accounts, and previously I have discussed about journal entries and then ledger. So the next thing that we will discuss is about accounting equations. Okay, so let's begin. So let's start with the concept of accounting equation. Okay, so an accounting equation is a mathematical equation which shows that the assets and the liabilities of a firm are equal. Okay, so basically when we are preparing accounting equation, at the end we have to prove that the assets equals to the liabilities plus the capital. Okay, as you can see that I have put it in an orange box, that assets equals to liabilities plus capital. So the entire unit, that is accounting equation, it revolves around this equation. Okay, it means no matter the number of transactions that are given to you in a particular problem, at the end the asset total and the liability plus capital total should tally. Okay, so as you can see that in the above equation there are three things. First is the asset, second is the liabilities, and third is the capital. Okay, so let's start discussing one by one. We start with assets. Okay, so students, we know what are assets. Okay, so it is an item of value which is owned by a company. Okay, examples of asset could be cash, bank, stock, furniture, debtors, share, prepaid expenses, accrued income, building, machine, computer, investment, and so on. Okay, so all these are the assets of the company. Okay, now let's see what is the treatment of assets in accounting equation. Okay, now students, I will explain this with an example. Okay, now we have to first remember that whenever an asset is purchased, it will be add. Okay, it will be added, and whenever an asset is sold, it will be less. Like for example, I will tell you. For example, you take that we have rupees 1 lakh as cash in the business. Okay, now what we did is we purchased a furniture of rupees 40,000. Okay, so now two things are happening. One, what is happening, our cash is reducing because we are buying a furniture of worth rupees 40,000. So we have to deduct 40,000 from 1 lakh. So our cash comes to rupees 60,000. This is one thing. Secondly, on the other side, we can see that our furniture has increased. Furniture has increased to 40,000 because we have purchased a furniture of 40,000. Therefore, it has been added into the business. Therefore, furniture has increased and cash has reduced. Similarly, if we sell our furniture, like the same example, if we have rupees 1 lakh in the business and we now have a furniture worth rupees 40,000. Okay, so we plan to sell the furniture. So when we sell the furniture, we get, for example, you say 40,000. This is just an example. Okay, we get 40,000. Okay, so now here two things are happening. First of all, what is happening? Our cash is increasing. Why it is increasing? Because we are selling something from the business. So whatever proceeds or whatever amount you get after selling an asset of your company, that will be added to your cash. So if you sold it for 40,000, then your cash will now increase to 1,40,000. Okay, and similarly your furniture will be reduced to 40,000. Why it will be reduced? Because furniture worth rupees 40,000 has been sold off. Okay, so we have to remember that in simple words, whenever an asset is purchased, we have to add it. That particular asset will be added and that amount will be deducted from cash. Okay, same when we are selling a particular asset, the cash balance will increase and the particular asset that we are selling, that balance will be reduced. Okay, so this is about assets. So now let's start with liabilities. So what are liabilities? So liabilities are the legal debts of a company owns to the third party creditors. Okay, so these are the debts which a company owes to the third party. Now the examples of liabilities could be creditors, outstanding expenses, bank loan, unearned income, which is also known as advance income, and etc. Now for liabilities, we have to remember that whenever any liability is introduced, okay, so this liability will be added to the accounting equation, and whenever any liability is paid off, it will be less or deducted in the accounting equation. Like for example, I will tell you. For example, you take salary paid. Okay, salary is an expense. Okay, and if this amount is paid, okay, salary paid 2,000. Now this effect will be at two places. First of all, it will be deducted from your cash amount, okay, and at the same time this amount will be deducted from the capital, okay. So whenever you are paying any expenses, okay, just remember that whenever any expenses are being paid, whether it is salary paid, wages paid, rent paid and so on, what you will do is that particular amount will be deducted from cash as well as capital, okay. This is the only thing that you have to remember when it comes to liabilities. So let's start with capital. So we'll study about the reasons why the capital increases or decreases, okay. So first let's discuss about the reason why capital increases, okay. It can increase firstly because of introduction of capital, and secondly if there is any profit, income or any revenue that has been generated, okay. The reasons why it will decrease is either because of drawings or because of any loss or expenses that takes place. Now let's move on to the examples of profit. Profit could be by increasing sales, commission received, rent received, dividend received, discount received and interest received. And examples of losses could be either cartage or rent paid, wages paid, commissions paid, discount allowed, interest paid, depreciation and so on. So students, now when we are talking about capital, okay, we have to remember that capital increases as well as decreases. So what I mean to say by this is that there are certain reasons why the capital amount can increase and certain reasons why it can decrease, okay. So let's study about the reasons why it increases. First is introduction of capital, okay. Second is profit. So what do you mean by profit? It means that whenever a company makes a profit, that amount will be added to the capital. I will give you a very simple example. Sold goods costing rupees 1500 for rupees 2000, okay. It means that there were some goods in the business and their amount was rupees 1500, okay. Their value was 1500. So what we did is we sold it for rupees 2000, okay. So what is the profit that we got? The profit that we received is rupees 500, right. So this 500 will be added to the capital amount, okay. This is what we mean by profit. So this is about the reasons why it will increase. Now moving on to the reasons why there will be a decrease in the capital. First is drawings, okay. So we know that what are drawings? Drawings are when the proprietor or the owner withdraws from the business for his personal use, okay. So whenever there is drawings, for example, Mr. A withdrew rupees 5000 from business for personal use. So now this is drawings. So this 5000, it will be deducted from the cash amount first of all, and secondly it will also be deducted from the capital amount, okay. So drawings, whenever there is any drawing, that amount of drawings will be deducted from capital, okay. Second is loss. So the same way as we calculated profit, if there is any item which is sold at a loss, then that amount will be added here. For example, there were goods in the business costing rupees 2000, okay. Their value was rupees 2000, but we sold it for rupees 1500 only. So we have a loss of rupees 500. So this 500 will be deducted from capital, okay. So we have to remember that whenever there is a profit, we add it to the capital. Whenever there is a loss, we deduct it from the capital. So this is about capital. So in general, if I speak about accounting equations, then these accounting equations are really easy if you all just know that which amount you have to add and which amount you have to subtract, okay. So in this video, I just gave you all a general information about how you all are supposed to solve accounting equations, okay. So in this video, I will not be solving any problem on accounting equations. This is just the general overview that I wanted to give you all, so that in my next session when I start with problems on accounting equation, it becomes easier for you all to understand the problems, okay. So this was just the concept that I taught to you all today. So if there are any queries, suggestions and feedbacks, then please put it down in the comment section. And if you all liked my video, then please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.